Hello, welcome back to my How to Attack series. This attack will be focusing on clubhouse CCTV cache. The last entry was focusing on church arsenal. Now, in this entry, this is going to be reviewing a garage take. The first step to any good garage take is going to be breaching the CCTV wall. I shall review several different scenarios depending on the bans to how you can open up this wall. Now, so assuming Thatcher is banned, but Maverick is open and Kate is also banned, I think the easiest way to open up this wall is you can either A, Maverick, or B, you can have Mav at the bottom of the wall. Soph can shoot the bandits off, force bandit back through the holes, and then Therm can rappel on the wall and breach it. But what if Mav is banned and Thatcher's open? Then you can have Zofko prone on the drone hole. You need to time this really well, but if Zof stuns bandit as he's trying to trick, the bandit animation cancels and he can no longer trick. But what if Mav and Thatcher are both banned, and maybe you have a Flores, but Flores can't get his drone to it because it's muted off, or maybe someone's just holding it really heavily from red stairs, or whatever the reason is, you're going to want to have Finka enter stock. No matter what the situation with CC wall is, Finka needs to enter stock so that she can fragnate the players in cache, and she can hold into lounge. But anyways, Finka enters stock, and then she can try to fragnate it, or on 6, the bandit charges from below. I highly implore you, if you intend to do this take, to not let Cade be open in a situation where both Thatcher and Mav are banned. Try to ban Cade if you see that these two ops are both banned on attack, especially since attacker bans are first, so you will know this, as well as you have input on attacker bans. But if Maverick is open, and it's actually a Cade on the wall and not a bandit charge, then the best way at that point is just to Maverick jerk and then have Zoph use one of her 2 charges getting that open. But whatever the situation for bans were and what they chose to do, bandit is now relegated into cache and the wall has now been opened. And the idea behind this whole take is you want to relegate every defender past this line. This is the line that they can't cross, because then you can just plan a default. So, there are 2 stragglers. Let's see how to clear them. First off, you're going to want a drone in lower garage and a drone in lounge. The lounge cam is to help Finka enter and to hold the flank on the once you take garage. The lower garage cam serves 2 purposes. The first one is to help kill this Malusi. You're going to want Therm to rotate here. Mav kills on the CC breach and just holds that. Therm breaches G2, and then this Malusi is going to be on a really bad spot, because you have a drone here, so you have active pings on her. Usually you're going to want Mav to be on that drone. And you have a Zof OMG and 3 guns aiming at you, and you can't aim at those at once. So Malusi's going to notice that this is no longer safe for her. She's going to rotate through swamp up red, or you're going to get a free kill. But let's assume the slightly worst case scenario, still a good case scenario for you though, that she rotates back into cache. So the only player you have to worry about left that's past this line of it can't stop your plant is going to be in rafters, and that's going to be Smoke FMG. It can be other ops, it's not necessarily Smoke FMG, but assuming for the purposes of this it is indeed Smoke FMG, we're going to want to clear this by Therm and Sthedge entering this breach. Therm flashbangs Sthedge nades while Mav holds any kind of push up here, and Zof holds the staircase so that you can't push down and try to swing as they nade, and he will be relegated to either R90 or R1, and then this drone can spot on either the shelf or on the thing next to default cam. It doesn't matter exactly which one, just as long as the Smoke cannot see it. But either way, Smoke is either going to swing Mav, he's going to swing Zof and he's going to get killed, or he's going to die to the nade that is going to occur from him just sitting there. But whichever he chooses to die, he dies, and you can move into garage. Now, when you're pushing up garage stairs, you want Zof to go first. This is since she has LMG, and most of the time when they notice that they're all across this line, they know that the situation is almost hopeless unless they can kill you as you try to push up rafters, so they will most likely sit on the screen box and attempt to peek you as you go up. You can counter this by pre-firing this with Zof LMG, And then they might also try to push up red really aggressively into CC to try to swing you. You can pre-fire that as well with Soph LMG. But just to tamper their aggression, to make sure that Therm with Case can follow you. And if these are head holes, you can either Soph bridge in here, or you can get Sledge to clear up. But regardless, you're in this position with Finka below, Mav watching bridge, and Zoph in rafters. Depending on how much confidence you have in Zoph, you can put Sledge outside rafters purely watching swamp, because that is his job. Sledge here, you have a cam in lounge. His job is to make sure no one can go swamp. Finka, make sure that no one can C4 this Therm from below, or just shoot him through the floor if they have some kind of cam on him. This Jaeger, or whichever op would be roaming in gym, usually at this point rotates below and is looking for some kind of flank in swamp area, so it's going to be Sledge's job to shut him down. Zoph and Mav have a 90-degree cross angle on these players trying to push up, because these players will attempt to push up to try to stop the plant, because they know it's hopeless unless they can get to the diffuser. So they will attempt to push up. But if you hold this 90-degree crossfire with good discipline, they will have almost no chance, and eventually these players will be deleted, and this Jaeger will be punished by Sledge for his aggressive with the drone, and Finka can also push up and get her free kill as well. So this guy will also be deleted, and you have at this point won the round, or maybe they sit in cash and you win the time. Thank you so much for your time just to watch the video. It would mean a lot to me if you subscribed, and honestly even more to me if you commented that you liked the video or whatever, because it means a lot to me to know that people actually got something from these videos that are meant solely to help people. But whether or not you did that, thank you so much for your time.